Hi, everybody. I just now got back in here. I've been in the kitchen and I didn't forget y'all. I really didn't forget you. But I had to get my microphone on and see if that was working. And so that's what I'm doing right this second. I'm going to. Hi, Sherry Long. How are you? Mama's in there watching and directing. I'm glad that the nightly visits are great for you. Tonight I was stewed those apples, so I'm fixing to go into the kitchen. So we're gonna try. Y'all love experimenting with me, don't you? You just love it, don't you? When I get these wild hairs up my butt, and then y'all know we got to experiment. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Karen. Hi, Missy. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Lucy girl. Uh, yeah, we're fixing to. I'm fixing to go in to the stove so we can, and we're going to see if this microphone works. Y'all just bear with me tonight because this is very crucial. I need to know what's going on, and y'all are the only ones that I can experiment with because I have nobody here to help me, and that's just the way it's going to be. So, hi, Mary. How are you? My sister's name's Mary. So I'm going to cut. Hi, Kim. I'm going to cut this camera right here off, and then we're going to go to the stove camera, and we're going to try that. So y'all, Granny Pat, I tried to text you, and my messenger kept coming back that it's like you weren't connected or I wasn't connected. 4 degrees here of snow. Oh, Debbie. Now, let me go into the kitchen. Y'all just hang tight now, and let's see if this microphone will work. Y'all just hang tight for a minute. We've got to do this, and y'all are the only ones, like I said, that can help me. Granny Pat knows how much trouble we have getting on and off, but I'm trying to learn. So give me just 1 second. Okay. Now then, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? I'm trying to work something out here. Y'all just bear with me for a minute, and I'm going to see. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I had to go check on Mom because Mom got her TV all messed up, so I had to go check on it. Uh, Happy anniversary on my channel. Has it been that? See, I don't even watch that stuff. I don't even watch that stuff, y'all. Let me look and see how to make this bigger so I can see y'all. There's a way to do it. Well, it's not much bigger, but maybe there. No? Oh, no. I know there's a way to do it, but I'm not sure how, because I need to see y'all's questions or comments. And I know that there's a way to do this. Oh, but I don't seem to be able to get it done. Okay, well, anyway, I'll look up here and try to read those. I had another cell phone here. Oh, look what's left. Oh, y'all, look what's left. There's only 3 pieces of that apricot nectar cake. There's only 3 pieces. Y'all, that's been really good. That has been so good, y'all. So I was in here doing my apples. Okay, here's my apple. And I finally got them done. Oh, that is so heavy. I had to get the big pot out, the big cannon pot out, because there's so many apples, it's unreal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my food meal, the old one. I've got all that other stuff, but I'd rather use this one. I really had. So let me get this kind of moved away, and I'll try to talk to you. Debbie says, hello, Granny Pat. Keep the videos coming. Oh, Missy says she tried Mama's wonton chips tonight. Very good. So glad you showed it. Oh, those are good. Those chips, y'all, they are really good because they don't have all that stuff in it, that the Cheetos and all that in them, you know, all that stuff in them. So that's why I like them, because they're so good. This sounds like an old broke wagon wheel, but it works, you know. I thought I'd just do this for a little bit to see if I can get this kind of finished up. I've been at something all day today. Have y'all been at stuff all day today? Seems like every 5 minutes I had to do something. And then it's cold. Oh, it's so cold here, y'all. You just don't know. So I don't know if I'll make what I'll make out of this. Probably the applesauce. And then I'll make, I was thinking about making a good cake, apple cake, but we just now finished that. I can't get too extravagant, y'all, and keeping all these sweets, because we do not need them. We just do not need these sweets. And so I'm gonna finish these few little apple peelings up, or apples up, and then I'll go in that, back in there to my desk. So I knew I had to get this done. Oh, it's cold. I don't know, probably 32 degrees maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. I've already done a bunch of apples. You know, I just like a view of them. Okay. Now that just gives us good applesauce. And that's homemade. Can't beat the homemade applesauce. Can't beat that homemade applesauce, I'm going to tell you. So now see how good that applesauce is going to be. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Now that we know that this microphone situation will work, let me get a drink. Let me cover my microphone. Then we can do it later. I just didn't have nobody to help me test it out. So I needed it in the kitchen. and then I need it at the desk where I sit and talk to y'all there at the desk. But I needed it here at the stove also. So let me go back in there and then we'll talk. Okay, good. See, y'all helped me today. I got to take the green apron off because it thinks that I'm a green screen. I'm a green screen. But no, it thinks that I looked and if I had green all over my body, I wouldn't even see myself. Yes, Kitty, you can use a food processor. And that Instapot blender that I've got, the one that makes the soups and all that stuff, you just, I've got the video. I haven't uploaded it. Well, it's kind of uploaded. I have to check some things because I want to make sure that the editing, when I told y'all I made food for dinner, I had the apples involved in that. So I cooked in the big pot. Y'all will see that in the next video, which it's already kind of uploaded, but I've got to check it before all the boxes. You got to check all the boxes and everything before you can release it to the public. So I've got that done. Thanks, RV. Lucy Girl 23 in Michigan, snowing like crazy. School is closed tomorrow, so I have a day off. Great, Lucy. We always like those days off, don't we? Let me see. I'm trying to get my chats up. Let me go back so I can put my overlay on there so I can see them. I'm going to go plumb back to Granny Pat. I have to because I'll miss one of y'all and y'all will get mad at me. Granny said I was on an important message, long and detailed. Okay, I'm going back. Okay. Yeah, Granny Pat, I tried to message and I even tried to call a sick lady friend of mine and her phone wouldn't go through, her message wouldn't go through. It was in close to Kansas, so maybe it's something with the internet. I don't know. I heard she was real bad sick and I wanted to check on her. Debbie says, I've been watching your shows, Billie Jean. I'm excited to catch you live. Love your show. Well, I'm glad you're catching a live too. Debbie Tanner. I'm just looking through here real quick, y'all, so I can get caught up. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. Something. Loud and clear. I don't know. See, I can put y'all's up here at the bottom. Happy anniversary, she said, on your channel. I didn't know it today, Granny Pat. Missy Johnson, I'll put you up. See, I just learned how to do this. I tried Mama's wonton chips tonight. Very good. So glad you showed us how to make them. I read that one while we were in the kitchen. There's Granny Pat. See, Granny Pat, you're on the screen. Thanks, Sarah. That's fantastic. There's Debbie. I don't know why this won't automatically just put those up there like that. Can y'all see the row of them, or do I have to put them up on the screen for you to see them? Oh, yes, I knew Granny Pat. It had been 3 years. I didn't know it was that long. 3 years yesterday. Well, congratulations, Granny Chitty Chatty Pat. Chatty, that's Chatty Chatham. I'm not sure. Your cake looks so delicious, Billie Jean. On your last video, we're so cold here. It's 25. Oh, my Lord. Sherry Long says she's been sleeping all day, not very productive. Your cake looks good. I want to make a baked apple now. Oh, I love baked apples. Mama likes them really well. Y'all know I think there was 96 apples is what I finally got through putting up or using. Okay, now I'm getting on down here, y'all. There's RV. And there's Kitty. Use a food processor. Yeah, you can. Debbie Nelson. I'm glad you're coming in here, Debbie. Debbie Pierce. We can see them. I'm not sure. Denise. Hi, Billie Jean. Mama and Granny Pat. Snowstorm stacked here in Quebec, Canada. 9 to 12 inches. My Lord, help, y'all. I think I've kind of got caught up for a minute there. Yeah, I did. 9 to 12 inches. Gosh, I wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever seen that much snow. Not that I know of. I mean, there might have been, no, there's never been that much in Texas. When I was a kid, I was going to say, when I was a kid, no, there was no. Well, I don't know. There might have been, because one year it was really, 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 really bad. Granny Pat says, oh, Denise, I'll just stay here in Kentucky. Yeah, I'll just stay right where I am because I like snow, though. A lot of people don't. I don't like driving in it, but I like snow, you know. I think everything gets quiet. And when it gets quiet, then I feel secure. So when it snows outside, I feel secure. Don't know why. I've always been that way. When it's just snowing and everything, and not a bird singing, not a dog howling or nothing, I just feel secure. Sarah says it's snowing in Kentucky. I didn't know this. Oh, I had to get a drink, y'all. My throat is a little better. You'll see on that video, I coughed, or kind of coughed. And then the other night, I got kind of choked up when I was making that cake. I don't know. It's allergies. It's nothing. Granny Pat says we had a wet snow and it's messy. I guess you meant today or last week. I'm not sure because y'all had so much snow. Denise says she got stuck in a ditch today. Yes, stay there, dear. I remember Grandma always saying, the old saying was, I can't help you, the cow's in the ditch. It's like the cow's in the ditch. Means, well, I just have to stay there, I guess. I can't help you. I've been cold all day. I've had on a jacket or something. This is a corduroy shirt, but I've been cold. I don't know. I get in front of the fire and just stand there and warm. And, Grandma or Mama even said, when you start getting cold like that, you're getting sick. But I'm not. I don't even feel sick. It's just I'm cool. I just feel kind of cool. And I'm researching because we all love those old, a lot of us love those old songs, that the religious ones and the old ones. And I'm researching to be able to use those so we can have a music, some kind of music. So when I find out, I've got to work on the copyright issues and all that. And Granny Pat, you've got your microphone now and your earphones. Have you tried them? Do they work, Granny Pat? Cows in the ditch. That's it. The old cows in the ditch. Grandma always said, she'd say, the cows in the ditch meant something's going on. We always knew. Sarah said, yeah, the groundhog was right. Yeah. It's cold and wet. Well, it's rained and rained and rained, and now it's just cold, bitterly cold. I think it's 20. My screen on this laptop that I'm using tonight, it says 24. So it's 24. Debbie, that's right, they are, but there's a difference in copyright and the other one, content. Content violation and copyright violation are totally two separate things. I've just learned this that from my research. The content, just the only thing it means is I wouldn't get no residuals off of playing that video, whatever little bit that I get from like probably from a live like we go tonight with only 40 to 100 people. There's 43 on here now. But then it'll reoccur from the ads. It's where I get what money we get is from the ads, and that all that means the copyright violation. I mean the content violation just means that I won't get paid for that video. But I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to see about being able to use that, because any of the religious songs and things, it's just like the Happy Goodman family. They do not have a copyright violation. They have, the YouTube itself has a content violation, but I'm going to write the music house and ask them, what do I need to do? So I would like to know, because I love music. Sometimes Mother and I mean, her being 92, she likes the old religious songs, hymns, and we'll just sit and watch YouTube and pull up the old hymns, and it just kind of boosts our morale, to hear old things. Kitty, there's not old hymns, but I guess there would be. What I got, see, the other night, I went ahead and took it off when I was on here, and I played the portion of the song, which it might have been just the portion. I haven't gotten to research it that much. Hi, Chris. How are you? They come back with a content strike or content violation. It said, this is what I'm going off of, Kitty. It said, the song that you chose is not copyrighted, but it's flagged as content, something like that. So that's the only thing I'm going on right at this point about the old hymn. So I'll let you know when I research it and see why. But I think they said the Happy Goodman was not a copyright. Now, I think there would be copyrights, but I was wondering if because it being religious, maybe they signed it to where everybody could enjoy it and use it. I'm not sure. Chris says he's good, but he's sore. What happened? Granny Pat, I want to use music in the background. Can't use others that won't monetize. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Granny Pat. You won't be able to monetize. Well, now you can use, I'll discuss it with you. You can use uncopyrighted music in your background, and there's a lot of, I'll just have to help you, because I know if I told you, it wouldn't jihad with you to understand it. But there is music you can use in the background. And then, I tried doing that, and 2 or 3 people jumped all over me. Oh, that's so distracting. It didn't distract me. It's just like that. I hate to say anything to a lady the other day, but every time I come on, something, how to do this or how to do that, or did you do this or did you do that, or have you thought about doing this? Or yes, Sherry Long, she was extraordinary. So y'all like the Happy Goodman? That's who I'm wanting to see about. Well, there's several. George Beverly Shea was good. Happy Goodmans, Chuck Wagon Gang. There is so many. There is so many. Debbie Nielsen. My grandma used to say, none of us are getting out of here alive, so get right with the Lord before it's too late. I sure miss her and her wisdom. Well, she had a good one there. You know, if you don't believe in something, whether it be God, whether it be yourself, whether it be your kids, you have to believe mainly in yourself, and then God carries you through, the way I feel about it. Ice hockey, you can forget that with me. I couldn't do no ice hockey. I can barely walk much. Yeah, I went ice skating several times, and I'm glad I didn't break something. That's all I'll say. Yeah, Granny Pat, I've got all my grandmother's records, the LPs of the Happy Goodmans and the Tennessee Ernie Ford and all that. We got all that. If they'd just let me. You know, that time I just now thought of something. Y'all probably weren't with me when, well, maybe a few of you were, was when I did the cornfield, in the cornfield, which I'm going to bring back that show because I liked it and Mama liked it, and maybe she'll come on more often in the cornfield. I'm going to try and see, because in the cornfield, when I did that, one of those last shows, I played the Victrola for y'all. I cranked it up and played the record, and y'all, just one time. And some of you were back there, and they didn't strike that. Sarah, I'm not sure. I doubt. I couldn't ask her because I don't think she would remember the Hoppers. I'm not sure. Granny Pat, do you know the Hoppers? I don't know. I don't know them. I'd like to look them up, though, and see. Missy Johnson, I like the cornfield. Yeah, I'm going to bring it back. Now, that's my cornfield backdrop, and I like that. I gave you a theme song, Granny Pat. I already made you one, honey. I think. Let me see. Did I not have it on here? No, that's lots of know-it-all people out here. They need to get their own channel. Lucy girl, you're funny. But you kind of, yeah. Chris, you better take it easy. You'll pull a muscle and then you won't be able to walk at all. Yes, the Gaithers. Now, I was thinking here, I was looking here for something. See, I would do it like this, but this is the Christmas gathering, and I'm not sure if, I wonder if I'm on here, if y'all can hear. This is our song. Y'all just listen to this. Don't let it blow you out of the water, but this is one that I made for Granny Pat and I that I play quite often. I don't see the other ones that are uploaded. Maybe this Christmas gathering was one of ours. Let's see. Hold on just a minute. Let me turn this down. I'm learning, y'all.
Gather around the kitchen, watch the laughter flow. Granny passed the best, the stories all aglow. Billy G strumming songs that steal the show, mixing up good times, watching love just grow. Christmas lights are shining, love's the only rule. Together on the YouTube, joys never cool.
Okay, that's one. And then Granny Pat, I did this one, The Night to Remembers You and I. Let me see if I can get that one up. Okay. I don't know why that one's not coming through. It usually does. Now, The Mighty Fortress, that's a church song. I don't know why this one's not coming through, but so y'all can hear it good. I didn't know, I wasn't sure if once you have your camera on, if, because other times I had used my Motorola little phone, and so then I would hold the microphone. But I've got, I just sit when I'm sitting in there watching TV with Mom. I sit and I produce things in my different programs. I write on my book. I write on the cookbook. I write on several things. She just wants music. Okay, let me see here. What kind of music do you want? Do you want classical, cinematic? What would you like? Jazz? You want to be a jazz hot? Let me see if I can find anything. The sound was perfect. Well, good. Here's some of them. Let's try this one. Granny Pat, that'd be a good one for your little kind of the background. Because, I can just sit here and talk and have music on the background, but after that one woman just screamed at me about taking her mind off of things, talking, I said, I thought to myself, well, I'm doing what I can do. So, okay, I'll do some jazz for you. Here's a Valentine's. I don't know what it is. We'll just listen. That sounds like one of those videos that put you to sleep. Hell, I'd be asleep in this chair if I listened to that. I can't do that. My eyes are getting heavy right now. I'm going to hypnotize all of y'all. We're going to go sleep. Oh. Yeah, I'll work on that, Granny Pat. Soft jazz. Okay. Yeah, we need to jazz this station up a little bit. We're not dead yet. We're not that old. That's what Mother and I was talking about today, was talking about her sister passing away, and she was 90 and Mother will be 93 in April. We was talking about, why does the Lord take one and leave the other? Granny said, tell everyone to watch last year's A Valentine for Margaret. I've seen that one. I'm pretty sure. I figure Granny Pat will want to listen to Valentine songs. She might. Just ask her. She's right there. Yeah, I remember that Valentine for Margaret. I can't believe that day after tomorrow is Valentine's, y'all. Happy Valentine's. I'll tell you on the day because I won't go. I won't go without having a Valentine's show or something. You know, Granny Pat and I had a great show for New Year's. I enjoyed that so much. Grandma Lois even enjoyed it, I think, because I wore all that goop in my hair or on my hat. Hi, Dee. How are you? We're okay. She's here up north, stuck in a snowstorm. There's been quite a few of you saying you're stuck in the snowstorm. Yeah, Grandma Teresa, glad you could stop by and say hi and ring the doorbell. Y'all, I've got that little I've got this stuff for soundboards and little things like this. I don't know how to use it. And I can't find nobody to help me, so I'm just trying to learn it myself. No, Chris, we don't have snow. It's just rain, and it's 26 now. It's 24. It was 24. Now it's 26, so it's bikini weather. We can get our bikini out of the closet and put it on. Might have to have a long fur coat to go on top of it for somebody, but. No, we don't have no snow. We did it, 2 weeks ago? That's probably about the extent of Texas, Oklahoma, anywhere in there is just maybe one snow a year. And then we don't get a lot of snow anymore. Like I was saying the other day, I remember as a child, we would have snow three times, at least 3 times a year. Not anymore. I guess it's that warming or whatever they do. I found another box of stamps today. Thank you. I would love that. I'll get out and play in the snow and break my shoulder or something. And one of the cats wants out. The black and white one. He always wants out, but then he wants back in. So I'm just. Her trip to Louisville, Granny Pat says, is canceled. Yeah, too much bad weather. I've been kind of watching to see because I was hoping y'all didn't get out in that traffic and everything. So I thought, well, I guess they didn't go, probably. Yeah, they're not going to go, Sarah. They canceled it, so she'll stay home. That's too much to get out in that. Do you? Thank you. Said smash the like button. You know, I've got my little thing up here but I took it off because I don't know. I just can't remember everything, y'all. Hi, Sean M. It's 37 here in Longview. It's supposed to be 26. Well, I'm in the North Texas, so it's 26 here right now. Canceled twice. Really, I'm in South. I used to go to Longview. Well, used to go through there when we would go to New Orleans or Tyler. We'd go to Tyler. I had a great aunt that lived at Tyler, and I remember my grandmother. She had one of those. I don't know. It was a big loud. I don't think it wasn't a Cadillac. It was like a Chevrolet Impala, maybe. But she'd start that car up. It had a gear shift, you know, and she'd start that car up, and I don't know what made her do it, but she'd throw rock, pea gravel out the back of that car and take off with that clutch, and you had to hang on for dear life. We would drive to see her sister and stuff. She drove pretty well. I think she lived to be about 100 and something. But she drove till she was about 98, but she never gave up the gravel bit. As far as I remember back, she had turned that car on. It had all that chrome, in the seats. There was chromed around them, and she'd make you put your seatbelt on even when you didn't. But it was a good thing because she'd start that car up and throw that thing in gear, and you better be glad that you better wish you wasn't behind her, because pea gravel would blow about a mile, and off we'd go in that old car. Well, it wasn't old. It was old, but it's pristine. It was a pristine car. I doubt anyone ever sat in the back seat besides maybe me occasionally, which was very rare. But as a child, we didn't think about stuff like that. You just got on the highway, and I remember Mother would fix us a packed lunch, and we'd stop at the roadside stand and eat our sandwich and drink our Coca-Cola or orange drink, and get back on the road, and off we'd go wherever we were going. At them roadside parks, I don't even know if they have them anymore. But that was fun times back then. A lot, not as dangerous. You can get out of the car. You could, it was great back then. Well, everybody, I hope that y'all stay warm. And like I said, today's the 12th, so we only have 2 days till the Valentines. And I may make some Valentine. I don't know why. I mean, Mother and I don't need them, but I always love to make those they're a white dough, kind of a French dough, Valentine cookie. Cut them out. You cut them out with your hearts, and I've still got all my cookie cutters, my copper cookie cutters, and my other ones. And I used to make those and take them and give them out, but I don't do that any longer. It's too much going on here to really try and. Mom is on her bed directing us. She is the sound person. If my microphone goes off, you hear her little house shoe feet coming. Your microphone is off. I can't hear you. That's what she said. I can't hear you. So, or if the camera goes off, so I can't see you. But my sister brought her a Valentine's Day, them strawberries from Sherry Berries or something. She brought them to us last year, and she's got more money probably than sense. I don't know why she would bring that stuff. Mother liked it. She ate one. They're humongous and they're covered in chocolate. I wanted to say, why didn't you buy something she really needed instead of that box of strawberries? I think, from what a friend told me, is about $65. Mother could have used something else besides those dang strawberries. But it was the thought that counted. So at least she came her one time this month. So that's all that mattered. Granny Pat says she'd like to make a request. My throat went dry. All of us who believe in prayer, dear friends, sisters dying of cancer, the worst I've ever heard of, please add this lady in your prayer to leave her pain. We'll just say it. Let's just say it right here. Granny Pat wants us to pray, so we're going to pray for this lady. What's her name, Granny Pat? Can you give it out? Well, he knows. We don't have to say a name. I'm just... Heavenly Father, please put your healing hands on Granny Pat's friend that's got cancer. Dear Lord, you're the great healer and the great physician. Please Let her not suffer. Please, dear Lord, take away her pain. And dear Lord, you're the one that knows what she needs. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So I hope that prayer helps her. Cancer is such a terrible, terrible disease. And I'm just so worried about the guy the Kennedy that's going to be over the health deal. I just hope that he don't cut this cancer funding off, because there's so much that has been done. And there's several on here that are physicians or medical researchers. I mean, some of you I know are here that are on here, some. So you know how crucial it is for that funding. And I just pray to God about that he will take a hand in that, so that we can still have all these funding for cancers and the children's diseases that are so terrible. We need it. We need that. We need those researchers. So I just ask God to take care of that too. All that, because it's not a political thing. It's just something that's got to be done, and God knows what needs to be done. But the 14th is Valentine's Day, and half of you are snowed in, and half of you are sore from ice skating, and half of you are jovial, I guess. That's a good word, jovial. I feel kind of jovial this evening. That new supplement that I'm taking, that I researched and found, I can't give it to you. It's 3 letters, and I got it off Amazon, but I really feel like that it's helping me. It's helping me to feel a lot better, and I've even given it to Mother, because Mother has a stage 3 kidney failure, and this is good for the liver, it's good for the kidney, it's good for the heart, it's good for the everything. And it's not a normal supplement, but I researched it, and I thought, I'm going to start taking it. So I've been on it about a week, and I feel a lot better. Those of you that have followed my meandering of health problems, I think you can see that I feel some better. Granny Pat says she can't be healed. Lisa, I can't be healed, just waiting for the Lord to take her. That's what my dad died of cancer, and I stayed on that ranch with him for, I've told this story before. I went over there. We hadn't spoken 5 years because he was just so contrary. That's a good word. He was just contrary as he could be about everything. And then he got sick with the cancer, but I'd found out about it. So I went over to visit him. And it had been about, like I said, 5 years. I went down there and talked to him. And I said, before I left, I said, Dad, if you need me, all you got to do, I'll move down here and take care of you, because he didn't have anybody to take care of him. And he was on hospice. The nurses kind of came. He lived way down on the Red River. But he said, no, son, I don't want you to give up your career and everything for me, just me. But and this is the redneck word, or the redneck saying, no, I don't want you to do that. But if you want to, you'd be welcome. Right there, it told me my daddy needed me. So I gave up everything. Moved down there on it, took care of him, took him to the doctor, took him back, and he died at home. But it was so hard. It was just so hard seeing somebody so sick and swollen. It just, you don't want to see your kids, your mama, your daddy, your sister, nobody, friends. You just don't want to see that. But when you have to, God will give you strength to help somebody. So then, all playing over, thank God Mother's healthy. Same thing when she needed me. Here I am. And we've been together now since 2016. So it's been a good while. And we're still making it. By the grace of God, there goes I when I look at people that are less fortunate. But there's so many that aging people like my mother that doesn't have a child like me. And if it had been up to my siblings, she'd already be probably gone because they'd have put her in the nursing home. We ain't going to have none of that. My mother took care of me and put up with me. I would not stick her in no nursing home. There's just, all my life, she's helped me and been there for me if I needed her. And when I found out that she needed me, well, everything went out the window. It didn't matter what. College, whatever, jobs, whatever. And I've been, we don't have that, a lot of that stability and support from what those jobs brought me. But it's okay. We're fine. We make it. As long as my mom was taken care of. And that's exactly my thought on this. And for people that doesn't do for their parents or their mother, God will get you. That's all I'm going to say, because he expects you to do it. And I've heard so many stories, people saying, well, I had to put them here or I had to put them there. And the situation really wasn't as bad. So I hope any of you that are watching, if you do have a mama or a daddy, and make it right with them before they go to the next life, because that's the main thing. I've seen so many people in my life that I think they'd still be here, but their children just neglected them until it broke their heart, and they died of a broken heart. So at least see about them. That's all I ask all of you. Just see about your parents or somebody that needs you. Somebody needs you. You'll get rewarded for it. But that's enough of my soapbox talk. But I guess it was meant for y'all to hear it, or I wouldn't have said it. It wouldn't have come in my mind. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll probably see y'all tomorrow evening. It's already 53 minutes and 54 seconds. And I've still got to go clean up the kitchen and get the rest of those apples put away. So we'll have some apple pies later on, and apple butter and whatever else we want. But God bless y'all. God bless the United States. And we had a good talk tonight. Y'all don't have to be here to talk. We do it. I don't think we'd have been able to do it on years ago. I'm glad they got internet, or I'd have been really bored, and y'all probably would have been too. We'll talk to you soon.